In this video, we're going to show you how to clock in and clock out of jobs. Now, on every computer, you're going to have something labeled the RIE scheduler, and you're going to want to click on the job tracking tab. Now, after you click on the job tracking tab, you're going to go over to the upper right hand corner. That's going to give you a login. You're going to double click on that and type in your 4-digit employee code. Now if you look on here, it specifies this now to my name, and from there all you need to do is choose the work center of which you're working. So if you're working in FOSS, you can click in FOSS, degrease, blast, 24, the mini, rack and spray inspection, so on and so forth. So you're going to click on whatever work center that you're actually currently working on. The second thing that you're going to do is you're going to enter this phase of job setup time. So after you've figured out which job you're supposed to be working on, which is generally found on this list, if you can't find it on this list, you can click the operations search tool and type in that job number. For this example, we're going to click on this job that's currently actually in progress. And now that we've found the job that we're looking for, we need to set up for that job. So what we're going to do is click into job setup time and start the clock on that. And now for job setup time, that's going to be anything that's not actually running the product. So we'd want to clock into this if we were setting up the coating, if we were checking viscosity, if we were going and looking for the job to be able to put it into the hopper, or whatever is not actually directly running this product. An example for a dip spin, like I said, would be checking the coating or finding the job to put into the hopper, or any sort of wait time that we have to be able to run this product. That is when we would clock in a job setup time for a dip spin. For other operations like blast or the phosphate process, you would log in a job setup time if you needed to check the titrations in FOSS, if you were waiting for tanks to warm up to the proper temperature in the FOSS room, or if you were in the blast room and needed to change out media, or were waiting for quality control or for maintenance for some reason before you could run that job, then you would clock into the job setup time. So now when we're clocked into the job setup time is when we want to look at the Traveler pre-run sign-off, which is found on the right-hand side. And now you're just going to want to check and verify all the different things that's asking for you to verify before you start actually running this process. And if you're uncertain of what it means to click on that button or to verify by clicking on that button what you're actually saying you're doing, if you hover over that icon, it'll tell you what you are agreeing to before you click on that button. So if you ever have any doubt, you can go to any of these, hover over it, and it'll tell you exactly what you are agreeing to by hitting that check mark on those. So for this instance, we're going to say we have checked everything is good to go, pre-run sign-off is complete, and now we've put the parts in the hopper and they're ready to run. So we are going to take the time off of that and start allocating it towards runtime. So now the product is actually running. So we are going to make sure that we record what our viscosity was at, where the temperature of the coating is at, and then when parts get towards the end of the oven, we are going to check the part metal temp, and then at the end of the job, we will write how many cycles we had for that job. And now at the end of this, we have what's called the Traveler post-run sign-off. which means we're going to go through and verify all the things that it labels here. One is verifying that we had the correct parts at the end, checking for recess or thread fill at the end, making sure that the catch points are clear on the machine that you're operating, and that the order is located into those correct bins. So once you have highlighted all of these things, saying that you have checked all these things and you know all of these things to be true, then you can click on this button that is labeled post-run sign-off completed. Now when you do that, that gives you the ability then to come up here, hit the stop button, and come down and hit complete operation. Now, right now it won't let me do that because I haven't filled out all of this information, just because this is an example. So if ever it won't allow you to complete that operation, all you have to do is go back up and see what you haven't filled out correctly. As long as everything is filled out and the job is done, you can hit that complete operation button, and that'll complete this operation and close you completely out of this job and allow you to start the whole process over with the next job that is in line.